the date of November 20th, 2025 is actually the 1-year anniversary of the new board. There's not many here to celebrate, but there was a big year to celebrate, but there appears to be no quorum today for this special meeting called by myself, the supervisor. I'm very sorry. I can tell all of the public here that this has happened once again. I do not condone any of what's happened or going on. I would like it that the board come together and get through some of the differences, but we were here to pay the bills, which is a fiduciary duty. So at 4 o'clock, and I'm going to make it at, I'm going to wait a few seconds. At 4:01, I'm going to call the meeting, the special meeting, which there's only one item on the agenda, and it was for bill approval. I am going to cancel this officially, as we have no quorum to make decisions. I do appreciate, like I stated, that the public that has showed up. Thank you, Taylor, for showing up at this. There is an agenda of the bills, so Kayla was sent and the board was sent a request for a special meeting on Monday. I can tell you all that. The special meeting request for Monday was sent by Trustee Whalen. Request for a November 24th special meeting agenda. There is multiple items on that agenda. However, special meetings cannot be just started by any planning commission member. By state statute, it is the supervisor's duty to call a special meeting, or 3 trustees of the board in signature with topics to the clerk. To the clerk. There's only one person who did that, and it was Trustee Campbell, who requested the meeting for Monday. It was brought to the attention of the board in an email to Brian Whalen that he needed 3 members. I'm going to honor in front of the public his request for the special meeting for Monday. Hopefully they show up for that meeting, but I am going to write it right now to the clerk. Our meeting from tonight has been canceled, therefore our bills do not get paid. Just letting you all know that. There is been questions on some of the bills that I've heard. There is one that was questioned that I just want everybody to know that it was an approved purchase for the MLNG by the township board. I did recall all of that, so there's nothing out of illegitimacy there. It should have been, I feel, purchased by the township, but it went through a different avenue. But I want to make sure that that's straightened out. When I read through the bills, that was the only thing questioning. Now, I'm gonna, just so that everybody knows the requested stuff on the agenda and the MCLs that make it that it's my duty to call special meetings. The question has been, did that resolution that they passed create another meeting, timing and stuff? And it doesn't appear to have meeting dates or times or anything like that in this.
I just want to clarify for people that aren't aware, MCL is Michigan compiled law. It's the law that Michigan has. So I didn't know if everybody knew that, but I just thought I'd bring that forward.
So when it comes down to some of the questioning and stuff over Calhoun Township Agenda Resolution 2025-18, it puts Trustee Whalen at the only one who can write the agenda. Now, I've spoken with legal. Anybody can write the agenda, not just one person. And what's going on in some instances that I feel is not right to try to come after people for trying to be transparent. So I want to make sure that the public is aware that under MCL compiled law 41.72A, the general law township supervisor has a statutory right to call a special meeting, and no township board resolution, policy, or rule of procedure can legally take that right away. I want everybody to be aware of that. That's what I was voted into office for. Now, many of the times that you've witnessed at meetings in the past month, maybe 2 months, some of that's been going on, but it is my goal to be transparent with this board, and I don't feel any of the accusations towards me are accurate, and I should be able to bring those facts forward. And I have even forwarded some of those to Brian Whalen to prove that what I was being accused of wasn't correct. Now, what a special meeting of the township board shall be held when the supervisor considers it necessary. What this means, the supervisor alone can decide a special meeting is necessary. These bills are necessary to pay. They are necessary to pay. When the supervisor calls it, the clerk is legally required to give proper notice to the board members. The board cannot override, deny, or remove this right through resolutions, rules, or procedures, majority vote, internal township policies. That's what's happening here. There's an internal battle that the public is suffering right now, and it's not fair to you, the community. The items on the agenda, I'm going to call the special meeting in front of all of you tonight for Monday's meeting legally at 6:30 on Monday. The items on the agenda, this is per Brian Whalen's request. I am honoring Brian Whalen's request. I'm not saying his request was done in a legal manner, but I'm honoring it because the township's people and matter to me to get their duties that they hired us to do done. So when it comes to the business, bills for approval, consideration and approval of outstanding bills carried over from the November 10th, 2025 meeting. I think everybody can agree that was the main goal today. The planning, new business, planning commission member recommendation from supervisor. No name received request again for clerk to post openings to community per board approval November 10th, 2025 meeting. I want to make this clear to everybody. This is overstepping again, taking the supervisor's duties away, my statutory duties. This again comes from mostly one office in this building that doesn't agree with me. So I'm going to read the MCL. MCL 1.25.3815. Planning Commission membership, appointment terms, vacancy, representation, qualifications, ex officio members, board serving as Planning Commission, removal of member, conditions, conflict of interest, additional requirements. In a municipality, the chief elected officer, or the chief elected official shall appoint members of the Planning Commission, subject to approval by a majority vote of the members of the legislative body elected and serving in a county. The county board of commissioners shall determine the method of appointment to the members of the planning commission by resolution of a majority of the full membership of the county board. A city, village, or township is the same. Okay? That means I have the ability to find that member of the planning commission and bring my recommendation to this board. It isn't the board's duty to go and look for this person. It is not the board's duty. It is my duty. But people in this office feel that they don't want me here. They don't want the supervisor to make these decisions. We are in an embarrassing moment in our township right now.
Yes.
And we need this position filled. Multiple things here need to be fixed. Fixing things, you do it together. But I am still the person who brings this appointment to the board to vote on. If the board does not want to vote on this person, It's no different than these bills. I guess don't pay them. Don't put them on there. It's their obligation to say yea or nay to these as well as a member. So when it comes to the Planning Commission, no name was received again from the clerk to post openings to community per board approval on November 10th meeting. Do I feel that went above and beyond the board's duties? I do. I do. Now, also, the Parks and Rec Committee requested $200 budget allocation to support the 2025 Christmas tree lighting event that will be held at the hall. This event will be held at the hall the same night as the Planning Commission hearing here at Cucahoga Township on December 4th. Last year it was a great event. I think our Parks and Rec Committee is going to still make it a great event. And then Linwood Metro Water District, Ernie Barshier, had a written request to be on this agenda. Linwood Metro Water District has some things that they'd like to present to the board. I feel that they should be allotted their time to bring to the board what their plans are. So this has to do with the health, safety, and welfare of our community. Everything here, the bills have to do with the health, safety, and welfare of the community. How can you pay your bills at home and stay healthy and safe? You know, it's one of those things where I understand the frustrations of others, but I came back from a hunting trip to find out that the attorney that we worked with in the last year of my office had pretty much been fired. And me and that person had been accused of doing wrongful things. There's nothing wrongful that we did. There's nothing. I think I pointed that out to Brian Whalen in an email. But when it comes down to the duties of the township, the duties of the board, I'm just letting the public that's here know. I'm here to do your business. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to point fingers. I would like drama to stay where drama should be. If it needs to be at home, leave it at home. Don't bring it here. But we will, I'm going to finish filling out this formal request, written as it is by law in the Michigan laws, that the supervisor shall give the meeting notice. When the supervisor calls a special meeting, the clerk must give notice of the meeting to each board member, either in person or by leaving a written notice at the member's address. Okay. Well, and then also a special meeting scheduling. Scheduling it has to be within 18 hours. So being it's the weekend and stuff and we need to get business done, I'm hoping the clerk will stay around and put this stuff on the agenda per Brian Whalen's email. I just want this done legal so that when we pay the bills, we don't get a call saying, you guys didn't do it legally. I'm appalled at what's going on here. I'm hurt. And it simply would have took one other person in the last two special meetings to show up here and say, yes, I approve the bills. So I think that that's where I have to leave this at. And I'm going to read you all what I came back from my hunting trip to. Is I, Kayla Schlander, am requesting a special meeting to be held on November 17th, anytime after 4 p.m. or before 7 p.m. on November 18th. At any time after 4 or before 7, I am requesting a special meeting to approve bills. That's what I came home to. This was received on November 12th of 2025. That tells me that I got to make a special meeting. It isn't wait for the other 3 board members. I'm doing what the clerk needs, which the community needs. So we're here to do people's business. That's what we're hired to do. That's what we're here for. And honestly, if anybody don't want to be a civil servant, in this building, they shouldn't be in the building. If you want to self-serve, go self-serve at home. And that's my feelings. And if anybody has that feeling that I'm not doing the job, there's a recall process. But I'm telling you all this, I'm doing everything I can to make this community a whole. And I truly believe that there's good people in this office. There's just some people who don't like to see others succeed. And sometimes people want to slow down progress, or they don't like it when other people get complimented. And every member of our community, whether you're a business person or a resident, you need to be treated, farmer, you need to be treated fairly from top to bottom here. And I don't feel that there's fairness in this community right now. So with that said, I'm going to finish the agenda to give to Brian Whalen. And I'm very sorry that all of you came here today.
Is there a reason for their actions? Do they identify what they're...
Some I can just tell you were prompted very sudden.
They were aware of it though, right?
Yes.
They're aware of the meeting? So they...
Hand delivered by the clerk.
So,
What? Oh, sorry.
So
I mean, normal working hours, 9 to 5, right? And we're... So
it's 9 to 4.
9 to 4, okay.
Yeah, but I would like it if any of those questions to those people were asked directly to those people that aren't here. I don't want to answer for those people.
Fair enough.
I think they should be answering. I think the public should be here as much as possible, as often as possible. If you care, let us know you care. We care. I care. I wouldn't be here. I used to be on your side. I used to be where you're sitting. That's what inspired me to be here. And I thought that's what it did others too. I want to fix problems. I don't, make solutions. I don't want to create problems. I want this place to go. We've done a lot of good things this first year. Like I said, today is our anniversary. The meaning our board. Our board. There should be a huge celebration for what we've gotten done in the last year.
Well, happy anniversary to you, and thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate. There's no better privilege than to take care of all those people that come through that door. I've heard in the hallway, I'm not waiting on that person, I'm not waiting on that person today. Send them to me. Send them to me. I think people in this office could tell you that's the way it goes. Send them to me. Because I'm not going to turn anybody away. I don't care who you are. So that's the way I feel it's supposed to be.
With them not coming to the meetings, I mean, they're intentionally violating the open meeting the Open Meeting Act. I mean, they're guilty of a misdemeanor. I mean, this isn't the first time they've done this. I mean, there's got to be some sort of...
I can't comment on criminal activities. I think that, the only places that can be checked on is law enforcement.
Okay.
But I can't. We're a civil township and a general law township. We like to keep things simple, and I thought simple was taking care of the community.
Yeah, I mean, they have a position, an elected position. They need to come to these meetings, and the fact that they are intentionally not coming. I mean, it's obvious. It's very, very obvious of what's going on. So.
Well, like I said, I prefer not to. I'm not trying to be rude, but I prefer not to.
Yeah, no,
comment.
it's not you. I'm just curious.
I have a lot of pride for a lot of employees here. It's just some people want control, and if you ask any of the employees here, what do I want to be? Well, who is Brad Eddy? Brad Eddy's a leader. Brad Eddy's not a boss. I'm not. I don't want to be. But to lead everybody through this battle we face every day, I want to do that. I truly do. And I hope that the community continues to be happy with what I'm doing. But when people do wrongs, and it needs to be called out. If people want to hit me for calling out wrongs, donating to a political party with township funds and stuff, I'm sorry. I don't believe in that. I'm not gonna believe in that. And if anybody thinks that's right, then I guess that's kind of the person I don't serve. So, if I'm supposed to follow the law, so should everybody else. If you're supposed to follow the law, so should this elected official. So,
Which is exactly why you were voted in.
and I have a ton of respect for this community. My family's been here a long time, and I can't tell you how many people and how many phone calls and how much support has been coming in through the past couple of weeks. People don't want to see what's going on here. They want to see unity. I want to see unity, but some people don't. I've seen this in multiple avenues. And I'm going to call it what it is, even in my own Republican Party. I'm here not as a Republican. I'm here as an elected official. I represent the Democrats, I represent the Republicans, I represent the Independents, and I don't care if you're none of them, I still represent you. And that's my job. And the day that I don't do my job, get rid of me. Get rid of me. Do whatever you gotta do to get rid of me. But I'm trying to do my job. I'm not gonna tell you that any office in this place has not made mistakes in its freshman year. We're freshmen. Most of us, the people who make mistakes that aren't, still, we make mistakes. The biggest thing in this world, I think, is humanity. We all have to realize we all make mistakes. And we're all human. Not everybody's perfect. Some people think they are. But I'm not. I don't want to be.
I'm married into the Dories, I know.
I truly wanna see the community be proud of this place. That's why I ran for office. Some people thought other things were gonna happen when Brad Eddy took office. Brad Eddy's here for the people. I'm not here for self-interest. I have nothing that's on my agenda. I wanted to see that building over there, that hall that so many people want to see redone. I wanted to see that, but every time I bring something up, it's like, well, I don't know. And come together, get stuff done for the people. That's what we're here for. We've done a lot. I couldn't be more proud of the accomplishments and the people. It truly is a humbling experience when, it's tax time and there's people in the hallways and everybody stops in to meet the new supervisor. Everybody stops in. There's nothing greater than happy to meet you. And I'll take time for anybody. I really don't care who you are. I'm happy to meet the citizens I represent. And there's a lot of them. And if I don't remember your name, I'm very sorry at those times. But I remember most of them, I'll tell you that. But that's where I'm at with this, what I believe is a dereliction of duty for some, but that's my opinion. The thing that matters the most is the public's opinion. And I truly think that there's some good board members here. I just think that need to keep focus on what we're here for.
Thank you for the explanations. Appreciate it.
And I think that if people want further explanations on what was removed from the past agenda that I put on the agenda, you're welcome to come and sit in my office and hear it. Because integrity and transparency was every bit of what I did. I don't know if, punishments, if it's for the right reason. I'll give you an example. My dad always told me, you fight for the right reasons and you get kicked out of school. If you're picking on you see a bully picking on somebody and you get kicked out of school, guess what? You're going to get suspended and you're going to work for the right reason. you get kicked out of school for the wrong reason, you're sitting at home. So
There has not,
that's the biggest thing I look at.
because I've noticed there hasn't been a new agenda from, or a draft from last Monday's board meeting has not been uploaded to the website yet.
I'm gonna be very honest with the public. I've never watched the video of the meeting I missed from November 10th. I've never received any resolutions or changes from the board who was here, the board members that were here. Kayla gave me 3 resolutions today, and I read them, and I'm a bit blown away by them, to be honest with you. It seems like it's come after the supervisor time, every meeting. I'm not about controlling. I am about hearing from the public. I'm about hearing from my fellow board members, and that's how we make decisions. That's how we need to make decisions. I've noticed decisions have been being made before board meetings. Everybody's talking to each other, and nobody's asking me, hey, would you go through this? I don't understand it. I'd be happy to. I'd be happy if the public had those questions for me. My goal, even with the special assessment district, so many misconceptions came, and it ended up costing the township a lot of money for those misconceptions. The wrong statements were made from people, the confusion. It's, to be honest with you, sometimes you look at that and it's like a psyop. Like, we're trying to create this illusion. No, the facts are there. Read. We all have that ability to read. And if we can't read, come and see me and I'll read it to you. And I'll explain it to you. Any person that's came to this community and asked questions, I'm willing to speak. And if I can't find you the answers, I'm gonna look. My goal when a person comes in here is to relieve their stresses. Lately, it's been a lot of stress on the people in this office that try to make this office the welcoming commission that it usually feels like. It's a struggle daily. But there's good people here. Please, I hope the public don't doubt that. There's some amazing people here, from the front desk to the back door. I wish everybody got along. It's not so, but there should be an agree to disagree, and then we move on. I don't care whose issues it is. We should all agree to disagree. We shouldn't be trying to make people's decisions for them. So, but I appreciate the public showing. I can't tell you enough about how I hope that everybody makes it to the Christmas meeting, the Christmas event. Hopefully that's where hearts and people can be healed. It's really, one of the greatest months in this world. There's a lot of spiritual things that happen in the month of December, historically. And I hope that that's a time for healing and not a time for pretty much, it's almost like a funeral here every day.
So Monday, 6:30?
Yep, Monday at 6:30, I'm going to finish making this agenda, and I welcome you all back, and I hope y'all make it here. And I can only say I hope you guys feel in the future that you're well represented at this township, and I'm sorry that the representation tonight is not here. So, but I do, I wish more public would show. I wish we had a reason for a bigger venue to have our meeting, because there's that much public that wants to be involved. I would love to see committees and people who want to, show what they want to see. That's what we're here to do, is what people want. The people. We the people are Democrats, Republicans, Independents. It's everybody. You're a United States citizen. We're here for you. It's the way it's supposed to be. You hit that election box, whether you voted for me or not, I'm here for you. You're a constituent. that's your, I guess the only thing I got for the public's report for, to me, I'm sorry.
It's funny, I've been to 4 meetings, and 3 of them haven't been able to take place because there's not enough people, and I was like, well, there's not enough people, I mean, you gotta find new people, right? People that wanna do their job, I don't know, because it's whether it's a planning committee or whether it's this board, I mean, people gotta do their job. Like, government's like business, right? Well, people ain't doing their job, guess what, they're gonna get fired. I don't know, I mean, how long can it go on? That's the thing I'm like wondering, is like, how long can this stuff go on?
The people who are making decisions that are here every day mean something. The people who aren't here every day that are making decisions are possibly some of the ones that don't really know what goes on.
So, I know anytime I come in here, I've seen Janie, right? And I know you've always been available and to be able to talk to you. So like if I want to, and the one time I had to see Lori, she was here. But if I got to make an appointment to talk to Charlie or Brian or something like that, how does that actually happen in terms of like when can I talk to a trustee?
You can email them or call them. Their contacts, I believe, are all on their website.
But you can request like a face-to-face with them and stuff?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. Yeah, I don't think there's any, my opinion is I don't believe there's any board member that would deny a member of the public the chance to speak, you know, to them. I can say that about who they are. You know, but that's my belief. It's just my, I can't guarantee, but I feel it.
Well, same thing with the, I guess the planning committee too is,
I believe that the planning committee.
I could set up a meeting with them too and say, hey, I'm
Well,
just wanna talk to you.
individually.
There you go, I'll talk to you.
Individually, I believe.
Thank you.
Yeah. Individually, I believe you can, you just can't meet in forums. But if you have questions or
So
comments,
that's, like, what's the number for that? 2 or 3?
it'd be the max you can meet with is 2.
I just even one-on-ones just to talk to
Yeah.
these individuals at the end of the day because they're not showing up to do their job.
Yep, I understand frustrations, and I'm only one of 5, and we're equals. There's only certain things that, you know, I can't go and take money, you know, like the treasurer does. I can't go and give money like the clerk does. It's not part of what I wanted to be elected for. The legal part, I'm the chief legal agent of the township. They want to take everything I do away in the past 3 weeks, month, over something that I felt strongly about. I don't believe we should be doing some of the immoral things that some people were doing. Now, if it's a simple look into it and we're going to fix it, that's all that it might have needed to be. But you want to create frustration for long term. It's not healthy. It creates a toxic environment, and you know,
There's a lot of battles you got to fight out there.
there is, well, just being here every day is a battle right now, but we need to focus on the people who we're here for. And just like yourself, everybody needs it fair. It just needs to be fair. That's it.
Well, it's very obvious that they have a hidden agenda. It's just, everything's very
And
obvious.
everybody's got an opinion, and I